Juneteenth today. Is this the official, I guess, celebration of Juneteenth? And that was a pool party, I guess, in celebration of Juneteenth. I guess the blacks had the day off yesterday or today, and the pool party. You see how it turns out. So I decided to title this the show. I decided to talk about blacks' birthdays and Juneteenth from a landlord's perspective. And I guess I should narrate that video to kind of tell you what I see from a landlord's perspective when I see videos like this. So I'm going to show it again and maybe narrate it this time so that you can see exactly what I mean. So as a landlord, one of the things I noticed here, this is a fairly nice resort, wherever they are. If you look at the people fighting, these are older blacks. These are not 22-year-old blacks. These are blacks with children, some level of a responsible job. Definitely, you can see by the bodies on these women that they have children. I just have a question as I'm watching this video. How many people in here, in the chat, in the comments, or that may later watch the stream, who want to rent to any of these people? I want you to just point them out as the video rolls. I want you to make them know or put it in the comments. Which one of these blacks you think would be good tenants? Point it out. This is their behavior on display. And again, these people go back to someone's home. And I don't believe they leave this kind of behavior at home. Let's go. You see the big black right there in the white tee? He's got to be at least 35, 40 years old. Again, people that say, well, we need fathers in the home. Hell, these men probably are fathers. And they don't live outside, which means that they are in someone's home. Feel free to hit the like button, or please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button too if you're in the chat and you haven't done so. But again, I've run into people like this all my life. In my later years, I've run into the children, the sons and daughters of these people. This woman right here, I'm sure I've run into, she's probably paid some landlord rent to get her promiscuous daughter or her just bad behaved son out of her home. I once had a tenant who, his mother was young. She was about 38 years old. And she paid me for years just so that boy could live outside of her home so that she can run around and chase dick. That's what I call it. Hey, this is an adult show here. And for years, she would pay me rent, and he would tell her, hey, Mom, I'm looking for a job. Hey, Mom, I'm going to college. I come home, he'd be making beats in his room. Yet his mother paid his rent month after month after month. And the funny story about him is that his dad eventually moved in the same house as him. He was in the other room, next room over. And that caused a lot of anger and frustration. His boy never really grew up with his dad, and then his dad and then moving up in the room with a woman. So eventually I had to move the boy to another house. And he took over with a woman with a baby, and I eventually had to put him out. And I remember as he was leaving, it was a very, very cold day. His sister soldier would say, like, the coldest one ever. And the police asked me, they said, well, sir, would you at least give a blanket for the baby? I don't have anything. No blanket, no nothing. And I say, people have said to me, I should say, man, it's hard. It's harsh. Look at this video. Tell me how hard and harsh these people are. Look at these women. Pay close attention to the women. Look at the blacks standing around doing nothing, just gawking, watching. These are the blacks that live in the same neighborhood with these other blacks. This is why they can't create good neighborhoods. Do you think a bunch of whites would stand around and watch other whites, women and men, savagely attacking somebody, cheering and gawking? Look at these women. I'm sure somebody will put in the chat, did white women do it too? And sure, they may do it. There may be one or two one-off in a country of probably 100 million white people. Yeah, you're going to see it. But just look at the savagery of this. Again, I tell you, none of these women live outside. All of them either pay a mortgage or pay a landlord. Well, that bank is abstract to them. They never have to deal with the bank. But that landlord, he has to deal with these type of people. And so I ask you again, how many good renters do you see in this batch of people here? Because these are the type of people that when you're a landlord, you deal with all the time. Again, these people, I bet you all of them live somewhere, many of them probably live somewhere fairly nice. Just look at the accommodation where they are. So that brings me up to yesterday's story about blacks' birthdays, Juneteenth. And, I'm kind of weaving it all together in terms of idle time, that the black man oftentimes has too much idle time. So I sent a text message to a lady friend of mine this morning, just, a fellow landlord. And I said something, I think she took somewhat offense to it. Maybe it was my wording that got her off. But I had two blacks yesterday fighting in my home. And I'm going to tell you more about that. But when I heard about the fight and when I talked to the tenant, it reminded me of this.
You disrespected, right? I'm gonna hit you again, my nigga. We not get my shit, nigga. We about to get the fuck out of here. You better hit it again, don't you? And you still picking at my shit? Yeah, that nigga smoke. You're disrespectful. You're disrespectful. Okay. All right. Come on. Stop disrespecting me. Disrespect. I don't care. Stop picking on my dress like that.
I don't care. Let me rewind that back. I want you to listen to how she said that.
You don't care about this shit me. I said me.
When you got a beard right there. Your beard right there, you trying to be fucking funny, my nigga.
Nigga, I don't hit females.
Now look how nasty the house is. I mean, not nasty, but just not organized. Mason jars they drink out of, paper towels not on the roll, clothes basket over in the middle of the living room. And I'm not criticizing these people. But when you add it all together, look what they're drinking. Mountain Dew, 7-Up, beer. Probably not a cup of water, a glass of water, a bottle of water, anywhere in the house.
Nigga, I don't hit people. Yo, come on.
Nigga. But they make the white man get outraged by this. She calling him nigga. Him calling her nigga. She slapping, beating him. He trying his best to not respond. and she hitting him with a closed fist all over a drink. And I guarantee you, this is in somebody's house.
Come on.
And then look who the dark-skinned black man that jumps in with the green shirt. Look who he goes after. He never intervened to stop who was probably his sister. In the back, he's snickering while she's hitting him.
I'm gonna set that.
She should have stopped him right there. He could have stopped her right there. Say, hey, stop hitting him. Because ain't nothing but a damn drink of water or juice. Probably had another juice in the refrigerator. What's this all about? Stop hitting him.
Because you didn't. You disrespected, right?
I'm gonna hit you again.
You disrespected, right? We not
Get my
doing
shit
that.
then, nigga.
We about to get the
Talk
fuck
about
out of here.
What she got in her hand? A blunt in her hand. Hey, I don't have a problem with people smoking weed. But the fighting, the manly-like behavior, the willingness to engage in fighting with a man over a damn drink.
You better hit it again, don't you? And you still picking up my shit?
Yeah, that nigga smoke. You're disrespectful. You're disrespectful.
Okay.
Trash bags in the corner. Bags strolled about on the floor. I guarantee you these people are renting.
Come on.
Stop.
Stop disrespecting me. Disrespect.
I don't care. Stop picking up my dress like that.
You don't care about disrespecting me.
I said me. When you got a beard right there. Your beard right there, you trying to be fucking funny, my nigga.
Nigga, I don't hit females. Stop.
Stop touching me.
Nigga, I don't hit females.
Yo, come on.
I don't hit females. I don't hit females.
Come on.
When she hit me. How many times?
I'm trying to stop it, right?
Right.
I'm trying to.
Now, I'm sure they probably knocked the closet door off the tracks here when he restrained her. They were on their way to tearing down the blinds as he pushed them up against the blinds by the front door.
No, you didn't.
Yes, he did.
She hit me. How many times?
So when you roll through the ghetto and you wonder why all the blinds are broke, and you're a Section 8 landlord and you got to keep replacing these blinds because these niggas are fighting. You can't put blinds up in the ghetto. They peer through them all day long, tear them up. You've seen it. Everybody's seen it. If you're going to do business in the ghetto, you got to keep it simple because the people are stupid and violent. You saw it right there. We saw how they behave outside. And I've long said it. These people don't behave outside and then come back inside and be peaceful. Shit. Now they behind closed doors. They can really get it on. And you saw that girl throwing closed fist punches at this man. He was trying his damn best. Not to whoop her ass. A couple of days back, I did a stream about Tyrone. Well, actually, it wasn't Tyrone, it was Tracy. And he talked about how the black woman in his house was just destroying everything, metaphorically, figuratively. And he was talking to the audience, and he was saying how he just had to lay hands on her. And the people in the audience were saying, yeah, you should never hit a woman. Well, if that black man hadn't been there to restrain that woman, how many times you think that niggers would have kept hitting that man until he had to lay her ass down? There was no stopping in that niggers. It just wasn't. I want to show you something. Again, it was something that I just noticed that I'm going to pull it back up. I really want to show it again. Because again, I'm going to weave this into the story that I got to tell you that what I experienced just yesterday. And you're going to say, man, like, for the people that really think about getting into the business of dealing with blacks, this shit is real. This shit right here is real. This is how people always say, well, Nathan, ain't all blacks. Hell, it ain't got to be all. Look at these people in a decent looking apartment. Maybe it's Section 8, maybe it's not. But this is a decent apartment. You oftentimes hear blacks say, well, you know, we need nice things and we'll behave better. Okay, well, this is a nice apartment. It's nice. The pool party they was in, we saw the accommodations. That was nice. But look how they behave. And I just want you to see one thing. Because I'm telling you, the difference between blacks and whites as it relates to their relationship, and I'm not saying all, but there are many black relationships, just like what you're seeing here on camera. And I want you to see something in this black woman that you judge for yourself. That's the first part.
Give my shit. Give my shit. I'm gonna hit you again.
Now she warning a man. I'm gonna hit you again.
Hit you again.
You disrespected, right?
I'm gonna hit you again, my
You
nigga.
disrespected, right? We not
Give
doing
my
that.
shit.
Now you hit a nigga in the back, grinning. He want to see her slap this nigga and intimidate this man because he probably don't like this light skinned nigga. He was quick to jump on his ass as soon as that man started defending himself. But he never, ever, ever chastised that woman. He may want to sleep with the woman himself. If that ain't his sister, I guarantee you, he got eyes on her. I've seen blacks sleep with the same damn woman, compete to chase the woman. One man get her, and then the next man want to steal her away from her. I've seen it. And I'm going to show you examples from yesterday. Examples just like this. And the woman that I called, that I sent a message to, she mistook what I said. But she acknowledged it. She acknowledged that there were ambulances and police all up and down the street over some shit like this. And the black woman had to be taken to the hospital. And when I tell you the background of who did it and why they did it, and the same old bullshit these blacks go through inside other people's homes, disturbing other people's peace and quiet. This is why the rent is so high, because no one wants to live around this. You remember 2 weeks ago, remember Soldier Boy, the guy down in Florida that was killed in his home by a police officer? And the room manager, as she was explaining to the police officer about the issues that they were having with the boy, and she kept saying, you know, we've had this issue over and over with him, over and over. Well, this time he was just screaming in his apartment on the phone, probably talking to his baby mama or girlfriend, and got himself killed. But I guarantee you that they fought like what we see right here. I guarantee you. And I'm warming up. I'm getting there. I promise you. So I want to show you again. I want you to pay close attention. One in the hand.
You better get hit again, don't you?
You about to get hit again.
And you still picking at my shit?
Yeah, that nigga smoke.
One more.
You're disrespectful.
Okay.
Stand out of here.
All right.
Come on.
Another one.
Tell me.
Another one. This solid punch.
I don't care. Stop picking on my dress like that.
You don't care about this for me.
Now watch her walk up on him. Engage him
You got a
again.
beard right there.
Engage
Your
him
beard right there. You
again.
trying to be
He
fucking
closes
funny,
the
my
distance.
Nigga, I don't hit females. Stop.
Get stop touching me.
Nigga, I don't hit females.
What man's gonna stay in the household? Men in the household not gonna solve this problem. No man gonna be able to stay in the household with a woman willing to go like that. Either he's gonna have to beat her ass, and then that's not gonna solve the problem. He got to go. For his own sanity and freedom, he gotta leave that woman. Even if there's children in the mix, he gotta roll out. He can't stay there with that. You will end up in prison. Which brings me to today's story. So yesterday, I've been telling you about the same nigga. And about 2 weeks ago, young man, he called me, maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago. And it's so sad. I say it with a smile on my face. But it's such a sad story. And I talked to DJ MFB about it on Chaotic Show. Just bits and pieces here and there. And so about 3 or 4 weeks ago, this is a 26-year-old man. He called me and said, hey, man, I'm like a father figure. What should I do if my girl's cheating on me? I told him, hell, you think she cheating? Ain't nothing you can do. You need to focus on yourself. The reason why she's cheating on you clearly is because either she a hoe or there's some inadequacies in you. So you need to shore that void. So yesterday, he calls me. Maybe he didn't call me. He didn't call me, actually. I'm going to show you how I found out what happened. So I get a message from a guest, a black woman, decent black woman, paying, she's paying her way, doing what she's supposed to do. And she writes me a message and she said, let me see if I can find it, because I don't want no one to think I'm lying to them. If I don't have it, that's going to be a damn shame. But she sent me a message and she said, they're fighting upstairs. The guy just beat up a woman. I said, oh my goodness, no way. And I immediately knew who it was. I didn't even have to think much about it. I'm going to pull that message up. I didn't even really have to think much about it because I knew who it was. A young black man cheating, feeling like his girlfriend is cheating on him. He's going to be quick to whoop some ass. That's for sure. And I'm pulling up the message here. And I'm going to leave the date, time stamping in there and everything. So, I'm not lying here. Man beats ass. And so the guy, the dreadlock guy, you've probably heard me tell the story about the dreadlock. You've seen that dreadlock before. The dreadlock guy beat his girlfriend up yesterday. Now I've given you the background. He's a Georgetown graduate. Amazing. Georgetown. And I'm going to show you his resume. And it fits the pattern of everything that I've been noticing for 20 years. The education is a detriment to many, many blacks. It handcuffs them in debt, overinflates their demands, desires, their thoughts on their abilities. I got a Georgetown degree. Yeah, nigga, but I act like one. You over here slumming in the ghetto with a ghetto woman, and now you done whooped her ass. Let me see if I can show you the first message that I got. Let me see if I can share my screen. Let me know if you can see this in the chat. Give me a thumbs up if you can see it. You should be able to see this. If not, I will have to maximize. Matter of fact, let me maximize it now. All right. Let me show you. Can everyone see that? Yes, EAE. EAE says he beat his girlfriend after telling you he would spend all his money on her. Well, yeah, that's typically how it works. And I know that sounds crazy, but that's probably why he whooped her ass. You understand? That's probably why he whooped her ass. You got a good memory. You're right. I did say that. But that's what he told me. I spent all my money on her and behind on my rent. And then he had to whoop that ass. She cheating on me, Mr. Galt. I want to know if she cheating on me, Mr. Galt. 2 weeks later, he put her ass in the hospital. And so here's a message that I got from a woman who's paying me. Can't afford to run away or live away from this shit. Black woman. She black. If you can't see her, she's black. She said, not sure that you know that there was a woman beaten up by somebody upstairs. Somebody beat her ass. Sent her ass to the hospital. Just like the blacks that I showed you in the videos. Fighting at the pool. Just like the blacks I showed you in the apartment. Well, she said, I'm going to beat his ass. I'm going to hit his ass again. Ain't that what she said? I'm going to hit his ass again. And then I'm going to show you the message from a friend of mine. And so I ain't lying. And let me see how I can send it. And here's what she says. I'm going to block out her name, but I'm going to make sure that the time is in there. And so that I can protect her anonymity. Some of you niggas out here be trying to dox people and all that kind of shit. I got it here. So I'm about to send this to me so you can see. So you can understand that. Now this makes what? The person in the house that complained, the woman sent to the hospital, the next door neighbor that called and said, hey, these niggas are fighting. And I want you to look, and I just want you to see what she sent me. Let me see if we can get it. Here we go. Let me see. And let me know if you can see this, and if not, let me make sure I'm sharing my screen. It gets so tiresome when someone says, the niggas, they just get so tiresome. And that guy, this is my next door neighbor, and you can see what time this is, 5:37 a.m. White people in Georgetown spent the night drinking, eating fine food, and relaxed to a night of peace and quiet. And look at what blacks have to deal with. And that guy beat the shit out his girlfriend yesterday. Can y'all read this? Because I don't want you to think I'm lying by one word. Because the niggas will say, wait, he misquoted. He didn't say this or that. And then they run off and say, well, yeah, Nate lied about he lied about that. Can everybody read it? Because I don't want anyone to say Galt lied here. John lied here. He doesn't tell the complete truth. That's why I have to show you these text messages. That's why I have to show you the pictures. In a minute, I'm going to show you his resume. I've shown you how he writes as a Georgetown graduate. I've shown you that. I've shown you text messages where he, maybe not here, but I showed you in Chaotic Truth where he can't even put a sentence together, and he's a Georgetown graduate. Well, now I'm going to show you the resume. Yeah. I didn't even know he had sent me the resume. He sent me the resume a couple months back. Hey, you got any work for me? Someone says I need to enlarge it. Okay. Let me see if I can enlarge it. Let's see. Does that do it? Let's see if I can enlarge it. How do I do that? Oh, I know I do it. Let me know. Did that work better for you? Did that work better? Can everyone see it? Now put a 1 in the chat if you can see it. If not, put a 0 out, enlarge it. Matter of fact, I'll do this. There you go. I'll do this. That's even better. Matter of fact, let me do one more thing just to give you more screen space. All right, here you go. Now, as you can see, this is 5:37 this morning. You see, don't take my word for it. You see where it says today, 5:37 a.m. And that guy beat the shit out of his girlfriend. She left him in the ambulance. She left in the ambulance. We could hear. Now, this is the next door neighbor. Now, what? Now, to be fair, in DC, what we have are row homes. So you're going to have a nigga get in the chat and say, well, y'all houses are connected. And that's why she was able to hear her because the house. Okay, fair enough. But in Georgetown, with some of those houses, I mean, they're right on top of each other. I guarantee you they're not hearing people beating ass and ambulances coming for domestic violence on a nice Monday. Was it yesterday? It was Monday, Wednesday, middle of the week. Niggas out here fighting like hell. He making it hot. Ambulance. Wait, look at it. Wait, damn, I missed this. We could hear him beating her. She was bleeding and looked bad. She's bleeding and looking bad. I could hear her next door. But I'm not supposed to see race. Let me tell you. 25 years, I swear to God. Anybody want to call me here and challenge me on this? If you know some examples, come up here and give me your answer. I never had one white woman beaten by a white man in my properties in 25 years. Not one. Not one. Had an ambulance, the cop, fire, the police. Not one. Not one. 25 years. Not one. You're not going to tell me these people aren't different. Hey, Catherine, I'm so glad you're here today. And I got your email. I was really happy to hear about what you told me. That is very good news. Very good news. My dad, suffered the same, traveled the same road. So again, you're not going to tell me that this is systematic racism. I'm not going to believe it. You're not going to tell me that, well, that's just the low-class blacks. Because I've already told you, this guy went to Georgetown. You're not going to tell me that his resources, no, he works. And I'm going to tell you where he works. And this shit scared the living shit out of you. But before I get to that, I wanted to share a photo that I saw yesterday. If I can't find it, I'll just have to talk my way through it. But I've often talked about, like, the blacks just have too much idle time. You see with the idle time, what they do with it. They go to the pool party, they don't even get in the water. They just start fighting. And I was in a restaurant yesterday, and I'm going to bridge the gap here. Okay, all right. I'm going to send that in a minute. And so we got about, let's see, 10, we were 32 minutes here. Everyone hit the like button for me, please. I'm the jerk. I'm the jerk. Do you want to get up on the panel? I guess if you just joined, I can do a quick rehash for you. But basically, on the day leading into Juneteenth, right, this manufactured holiday for the blacks, that this is what they do. They whoop ass. In my house, whooping ass. They won't even go outside. Well, they will go outside, but in this case, they chose to whoop ass inside. And you look at how many people were impacted. The downstairs neighbor, anyone else in the house that may have heard and just didn't say anything. The next door neighbor, this is her. He making the whole block hot. Ambulance, fire, police fill the block. Shaking my head. That's all the blacks got now to do. Because they can't be honest. I'm here to tell you that the school educating these niggas ain't working. This nigga went to Georgetown. This damn near as high as you can go. And what he ended up doing, whipping ass in the hood, just like these niggas I showed you to lead the show off. So what did the education benefit? How did it benefit him? If he got to whoop ass like Tyrone and Tracy, what benefit did it get? And more to the point, I show you the text messages from him. It brings home what I've been seeing for 20 years. It explains all of the violence from the young blacks and the older blacks. You know, I've told you that I used to rent the niggas that try to make a go of it, selling drugs. God bless them. I don't agree with it, but if they go out on the street corner and sell drugs and they get killed on the way home, out there on the street corner, that ain't my problem. As long as he can pay his rent, cool. Man, who am I to judge? Later on, they made weed and cocaine pretty much decriminalized, so the niggas were held to the curb. I don't even see blacks trying to hustle drugs anymore. Well, I used to. I used to see niggas that I knew sold crack. Okay, cool. I knew they'd be hustling weed. Hell, sometimes they offered to me. I never took it. Just want you to know that. But it was at least an avenue of something to give them seemingly productive. They're selling something that somebody wants. They're not making you smoke crack. They're out there meeting the market, the demand where it is. But now they don't even have crack anymore. I did the show. I told you, the Sacklers. They have a museum downtown. Those people sell more drugs than any of the niggas on the street corners these days. The oxycodone, the heroin, the Percocet, all that kind of stuff. That's where the drug market is going. So where did the black criminals go? They have to go higher upstream, and they can't. There's no Walter White in the black criminals. I told you about that. They can't make meth. They can't cook a new grade of crack that can compete with the pharmaceutical. Stanley from CT's show, he can't go in the lab and come up with shit that the blacks can go out here and sell on the streets. The pharmaceuticals sucked up all the business. So let's get back to the black man. And, you know, I've covered the education. And now I want to cover his resume. Oh man, well, you know, when you see this resume, I tell you, you know, you know, CT talks all the time about, you know, the basket weaving, blah, 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 blah. There's a lot more than basket weaving that these colleges are selling to these niggas. And the beneficiaries clearly are the professors, the deans, and the banks that get guaranteed loans. But where do the blacks benefit? Where did the poor man? The poor man, he spent all his money to go to school. He got a Georgetown degree, and they quick to tell you, I'm going to show you. Let me make sure I get that message up. Well, I showed you once where he told me, I got a degree. I got a degree. And I said, yeah. Degrees are good on the white side of town, but nobody gives a shit about a degree on this side of town. I don't know if I have that message. Let me see if I have that message up there. Yeah. I'm gonna share. I'm gonna start off with this. Let me know if you see that. No, you can't see it yet. Let's see. Let me know if you can see that. Can you all see that? This is the same nigga that had the ambulances filling the block yesterday. I got a degree from Georgetown. I got a degree. I'm smart. I got a degree from Georgetown. Do I look like I got to steal? Laugh out loud? Well, hell, if you can't pay your rent, you stealing from me. So hell yeah, you look like you steal. You steal every day. Did you short with me? You're a thief. And as he took her clothes, this is his explanation for taking a woman's shirt. We, nigga, only you the only one took anything. We, it was on you. Why did niggas on you? I thought it was for upper grades. And all this other bluster talk about a nigga. And so I told him, I see. Maybe that explains your behavior over here in the ghetto. You think that college degree means something. It don't mean shit. The only way you're going to get to use it probably is in a nonprofit or working for the government somewhere. And so I told him, I said, hey man, most niggas on this side of town don't have that level of education. Georgetown? Shit. Most of these niggas over here probably don't even know how to get to Georgetown. Seriously, in the same city. I bet that average nigga couldn't tell you right now, any nigga in DC, hey man, give me the direction of Georgetown. Yeah, the waterfront? No, the university. I don't know where the hell that is. You can't tell you. Shit, I ain't never been. I've been here 20 years. I ain't never been in Georgetown. Shit, that shit nuzzled away. There's no train station over there. There's a long bus ride from the hood over here, from there. And so I told him, I said, man, most niggas on this side of the town don't even respect a level of education like that. They think with their dicks over here and act emotionally. And here he is acting the same thing. Now I sent this message to him before he whooped her ass. This was a couple of days ago. I showed it to you. You can't teach them nothing. I sat down and I took time on my own day. I sat down. God is my witness. I sat down and I talked to him. And I said, man, I wouldn't be telling you this if I didn't care. And I said, man, like, you're going to get yourself killed. I said, because you're fucking with other people's stuff. And I told him, I said, man, you can't see what I've seen. I've had niggas beat damn near to death in my houses. I had them killed. Many times over a woman of trinkets of shit that don't belong to you. And here he is saying, well, if she got a nigga willing to risk it all, he should help her get an apartment. Well, maybe he can't get her apartment, but he can whoop some ass. That's his currency of trade over on this side of town. Education ain't the currency of trade. It's machoism, ass whooping. Who can make another nigga bow down? He doesn't understand the way of the world. You can give them all the education, but they're never going to understand the way of the world. They're never going to understand it. And I told him in that last line, a bitch can get a nigga killed over here. Maybe not on the other side of town, but my white people are. But over here, pussy and machismo and Air Jordans and shit is all these niggas got. And they willing to risk it all. And this Georgetown nigga, all this education, but no understanding of the real world. Who won here? Georgetown walked away with $200,000 or more. The bank's got a guaranteed payback off this nigga. He's a slave to them. He's gonna work and pay them banks back. He won't be the bankrupt that. And this girl whose ass he just whooped, this bitch he sent to the hospital. You think that bitch ain't got no brothers? You think that bitch ain't got no dad? You think that bitch ain't got an uncle or some other nigga sticking her? They might want to whoop that little light-skinned nigga's ass. These niggas don't think. Lord have mercy, they don't think. And so when CT plays that Manning, whenever I hear the Manning, I have 20 years of experience of them acting out how they don't understand the way of the world. If I beat a bitch and sent that bitch to the hospital, I'd be so scared to stay in that house. So scared she gonna send a nigga in there. So scared she gonna send her brother, her uncle, her cousin, anybody to whoop my ass, catch me slipping, walk out there, they shoot my ass, drive by, anything. I'd have just left her ass alone before I had to whoop her. But they don't think, they're emotional. But this boy here got a little bit to lose. Just a little bit. I'll show you in a minute. But he's willing to risk it all. We've seen it millions of times. You just go Google. Domestic violence, somebody comes back and kills somebody else. I can give you example after example. And again, so I took my time out my day to talk to this boy, to write him this message in nigger lingo. This is not how I normally write. I wouldn't normally be talking to this nigga, talking about bitches and niggas like this. But I had to get down to his level to see if I can explain to him the way of the world. And less than a week or two later, he whooping a bitch in my house. And I remember him saying, I'm just going back through the text messages and I should put them up there. John Galt, the social worker, that is true, get credit for me. And that's one of the things, I'm diverging a little bit. But as a Section 8 landlord, and to some certain extent, when you rent just in general, there is an element of social work in it. There is an element that you're dealing with people who can't solve many of their own problems. Other than getting up going to work, life becomes very much a challenge for them. Hell, getting to work sometimes becomes a challenge. The speed lights, the red light cameras, I've mentioned those all before. So let's get to his resume. And you're going to see, you guys that have heard me talk before, you're going to see a pattern that I've noticed. And if you don't see it, I'll see if I can explain it to you. And I'm going to kind of end the show. Maybe I have one or two more things to talk about. before I get there, yesterday I had a TV stolen. Imagine that. Some nigger stole the TV. If you don't bolt this shit down, I mean, usually and that is one of the things, usually I put all my TVs, bolt them down on the wall. But in this case, it was a new listing that I just put up, and so the we just had a console and the TV sitting on top of a console, a very nice console, though. And some niggas stole the TV. They steal anything. TV from Walmart. Somebody said, what type of TV? TV from Walmart. $100, $125. Catch them on sale, Insignia, some shit like that. Whatever kind of TV back here it is. Now, again, it's like, it's not even about the value. Master Kim came on here and he talked about how blacks steal. I did a show with him where he talked about like blacks steal everything. Anything. They go out and sell anything. You'll have a nigger walking around the street with my TV trying to sell it. And what's the TV worth today? What's the TV worth? Like, shit. When the nigger stole it, I didn't even get mad. I'm like, damn, man, $100, this nigga done stole my TV. Damn, okay. I'm almost, yeah, that's right. I didn't have it mounted yet. If I'd had it mounted, I just left it because it looked kind of nice in the room where it was. I was going to put something over the TV because I wasn't even going to mount it. Damn, nigger stole that television. They steal. Nobody's going to convince me they don't steal more than anybody else. I've had white people come in my house, they don't steal nothing. Sometimes I've had white people say, hey, somebody left something behind and we're not sure if it's ours. I mean, we're not sure who it is. Where should we leave it? Shit. So let's get to this resume here. I've been dragging it out long. Let's see here. Let's see. Where is this nigga's resume? Where is this nigga's resume? Did I lose it? I'm sure I didn't lose it. Let's see what I got here. What I got here. Oh, shit. I got to show you one more thing. I got to lead up to this thing. Look at this right here. Let me know if you can see this. Oh, yeah. Let me know if you can see. Hey, put a 1 in the screen if you can read this right at the bottom. Because you got to read what's at the bottom for it to be good. For it to all come into play. Because I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to weave it all together. If you can see what's at the last sentence at the bottom, you just let me know. Put a 1 in the chat or whatever. And if anyone wants to join, have any questions, anything like that, someone says Zoom, man. Not a problem. All right, so I'm going to read the first part. And then, yeah, okay. All right, that's perfect. Oh, shit. I'm showing this. All right. Let's see. Where should I? Damn. All right. So I said to him, hey, are you locked out? Now, I knew he's not locked out. Now, at this point, he still has not told me that he whooped her ass like this. He told me, yeah, we got in a little fight, a little tiff. But he ain't told me he whooped her ass to this extent, right? He hadn't told me that. And so he says, no, I don't know. I'm not locked out. I was seeing if you came, Georgetown graduate, by the way. I was seeing if you came to the house like you said you was. Georgetown graduate, by the way. Georgetown. Your tax money, your tax dollars, yours and mine, folks. This is what we're getting here. This is the output. This is the output from the input of your tax dollars at work. She, talking about the bitch he whooped, doesn't live there. So it wouldn't be a order. Georgetown graduate, by the way. I don't know what she did or where she at. Still did not mention him whooping her ass, sending her to the hospital in an ambulance. Still ain't mentioned. So I was reaching out because I was going to go back. That's all. Georgetown graduate, by the way. Shit. This is me now. I had some issues with what I was working on. Just now back on this side of town. I wasn't going over there dealing with that bullshit. Hell, I didn't know that the police and shit like that had been there. Again, this nigga ain't been honest. They never tell you the complete story. If I had known the police had been there, I might have gone over there. Nothing I can do. But, I would have at least sent some content for you guys. And, someone was telling me, man, you should have gone over there. I'm like, for what? I underestimated these niggas. Because they ended up duking it out last night. Okay, it's cool. I'll just go there. I'm just scared. That's all. Just scared. Georgetown graduate. And then he goes on to say, and I'm going to have to scroll up so you can really get it, because this is the hammer that I've been dropping home, where I think the root of the problem is. She hit me with the heater after looking through my phone. What's she looking through his phone for? What you guys in the chat, what you think she looking through his phone for? And I hit her, and she called them. So that's Georgetown graduate, by the way. So that's why the lady contacted you. I don't want to stay there anymore. So classic Negro problem. Classic Negro response to a problem that he caused. Right? Everybody in chat, I wish someone would come up here. So, because the way I'm looking at it is, nigga, you caused the problem. You brought her into this room in a house. You spent money that you didn't have trying to save this hoe. And when that didn't work out, and apparently you wanted to chase other tail, it was just funny because he slept with a big fat white girl that was staying there one time. And I asked him, man, how dumb are you to sleep with another woman in the house where you have your girl? And as I'm putting it all together, it just goes back. They can't control their dick. They can't control their dick. I remember going over there, hey man, don't sleep where you shit. Don't shit where you sleep. Don't do that kind of shit. These niggas will fuck the woman in the room next door. That's what he did. Georgetown graduate. She hit me with the heater after looking through my phone. What do you think she was looking through the phone for? And I hit her. And she called them. Who is them? Nigga, this nigga ain't mentioned that the police been to the house one motherfucking time. So that's why the lady contacted you. I don't want to stay there no more anymore. My life is ruined, it feels like. That right there, that last sentence. Georgetown graduate. 26 years old. Nigga, life over. Nigga, I've been to jail. On some real serious shit. And I was older than this nigga. And I bounced the fuck back. I ain't never thought my life was over. I ain't never thought my life was ruined. This nigga here on some bullshit. He ain't even been in jail yet. He ain't even suffered. Hey, my life is ruined. They never think. It feels like. The only way your life is ruined because you ain't got no control over it, nigga. I think somebody asked EAE said, did they press charges? I think the government is going to pick up the charges because, you send a motherfucker to the hospital. But we're almost there. We're almost there. You're gonna understand why that sentence, that last sentence, is why you got a nigger so scared. You see what he said? He's scared. He's scared. He's a 26-year-old nigger scared to go to jail. What he said? What he said? I was scared. I'm just scared at all. These scary ass niggas. These scary motherfucking niggas. But when they do feel like their life is over, they are dangerous. That is true. But he created a condition where he don't want to live anymore. What, nigga, you created that. Why not stay there and fix yourself, nigga? You gonna take your same old weak ass, punk ass, bad behavior to somebody else's house. The problem ain't been solved, nigga. You whooped her ass, but the problem is within you. When I finished up grad school, a lot of master's degrees were just tossed out like candy. PhDs were getting free passes too. Well, let's look at this resume, and I think it's going to explain to you why his life is over. Let me find that resume. Where's the resume? Let me stop sharing here. George Hammer. Woo, man, this is yo, look, I'm telling you, I came in here really, to be honest, I was gonna do kind of a nigger news, like birthdays and how blacks are with birthdays. Anybody that know blacks and birthdays, they always ask me, what your sign is? What's your sign? I'm a Gemini, I'm a Cancer, and whatever the fuck you know, and blacks, and, you know, I've had so many black. Can anyone hear me? Garen says I'm whispering here. You can't hear me? Can anyone hear me here? Let's make sure that you can hear me before I go any further. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. I may have hit the mute button. somebody can tell I'm talking about zodiac signs. Okay. Hell, niggers are unscientific. Zodiac signs unscientific. Maybe that's why the niggas like the zodiac signs so much. Because they're not scientific. So I almost forgot what I was going to hear. So yeah, I was going to start off talking about niggas and birthdays and how many times I've had niggers tell me, "Hey boss, can I be a little late on the rent? Because my birthday this weekend, me and the lady, we going down to Busch Gardens, you know, Ocean City." Like, hell, nigga, why don't you wait till next week when you get paid? You can go then. You ain't got the money. But they will put aside anything to celebrate their birthday. I don't give a damn how old, what year it is. The 25th, the 15th, the 39th. There ain't no damn rhyme or reason. 55th, 52nd, 36th. And you know, a lot of these niggas, it's my birthday month. The whole damn month is their birthday. Sometimes you see the niggas with crowns, tiaras. You've probably been to restaurants where the niggas break out in there. Stevie Wonder, happy birthday. You probably disrupt your damn dinner. Singing happy birthday to some 34-year-old nigga. They love their birthdays. They'll miss their, you know, it's bringing me to a story. I used to loan money back in the day. I had a relative that was tied into a bunch of niggas, unionized niggas here in DC. We would loan shitloads of money to them. And them niggas got paid every week. Every week they got paid. And you said, well, damn, what the hell they borrowing money for? It's in budget. They want to ball out for their birthday. Child support behind. Governmental regulation type issues where they needed money ASAP. And I swear to you, we probably would loan shark these niggas, you know, legally, you know, loaning money to people. Must have been tens of thousands of dollars. And many of them, the majority of them, overwhelming, enough of them paid to make it worth your while. And then most of the time, I remember it like yesterday. It was almost exclusively for birthday fucking parties. Birthdays. Their child's birthday. Their birthday. And then you add on, they love school so much and it's graduation and shit. Hey, well, I want to do it up big for my child's elementary school graduation. He going to 6th grade next year. Oh, 7th grade, whatever. Oh, okay, we got a barbecue. We're gonna spend a couple $1,000. Then they gotta have a nice outfit for their birthday. You know, they wear Gucci belts and shit. Big fat overweight motherfucker with a size 46 Gucci belt on. They spend their money on anything. This is one of the reasons why there's such bad tenants. And it's one of the reasons why I stopped allowing blacks to pay me month to month. Nigga, you work for Uber. You get paid every day. Pay me every day. And you get paid every week. Pay me every week. Fuck that. Like, I'm not giving you any credit. No chance for you to get a month behind. Hell no. Would you loan a nigga $800? Hell no. Most people would loan a nigga $800. His mama, Sandra Bland, mammy, left her in prison over $500. Most blacks wouldn't loan each other. If you don't believe me, go ask the average black. How much could you come up with today from friends and family if your life depended on it? So nigga, you gotta pay me every day. You get paid every day, I want to get paid every day. So let's get to this nigga's resume. Let's get to it. Hit the like button for me, please, guys. It's a labor of love here, folks. I swear to you. This ain't work for me. This is a labor of love. It's a follies. Anyone ever heard the saying, before I get to the resume, anyone ever heard the saying, let me see if I can find it for you. I'm gonna find it. Let's see who came up with that. Let's see who came up with this here. Let's see. Yeah, I got it. Here it is. It is being attributed to La Bruyere. I'm not sure if any of you guys have ever heard of it. Oh, I'm gonna see what I got here. La Bruyere. I know you can't see this, so I'm gonna have to zoom in. La Bruyere. Let me see if I can zoom. Can you read that there? Let me know in the chat if you can read that. I'll highlight it here, what I want you to read here. Can you read that? Can anyone in the chat read that? I'll read it for you now. Life is a tragedy for those who feel, and a comedy for those who think. Now, if I go back to that message that the Negro sent me, right? What did he say? What did the Negro say? He said, what did he say? Because it's one of those things that whenever you talk to blacks, and it's one of those things, you know, if I were giving people advice, well, how do you deal with blacks? And you know, I've coined the phrase like, blacks don't think, they feel. So when you're dealing with them, you're dealing with someone who feels. That's a fucking emotion. It's a whole hell of a lot different than a nigga that think, a person that thinks. You're dealing with motherfuckers that feel like his life is ruined. Huh? Nigga, what he said? I feel like my life is ruined. I feel like my life is ruined. They don't think. They feel. That is the largest contributor to why you see so much violence. One of the biggest contributors to why you see so much violence. An emotional, low IQ person with a head stuffed with education. He's no longer thinking. Maybe he never was. He feels. And he feels at this point like my life is ruined. Well, if he has something to draw on, I've long said that the blacks need a foundation. If he had something to draw on, he wouldn't feel that his life was ruined. He may feel, well, shit, I just took a step back. Hell, like I said, I went to jail, man. I spent 5 days in solitary. I called a felon. I was older than him. Cost me shit. Damn near $100,000, lost my job. Nigga, I had to move. Understand that. That's how I got to New York. Nigga, I had to move. I ain't go down on no song and dance. I mean, you know, part of the reason why I went to New York, I wanted to do software for the big leagues. Probably could have moved to Kansas City, Atlanta, whatever, Philadelphia. I've had job offers there. But if I'm gonna move, if I'm gonna be forced to go, I want to go metaphorically play for the Yankees. I want to go where the big boys write software. So I went to New York. Nigga, I never felt like my life. Again, I'd already done days in solitary. Straight solitary. No leave, you see. I can't even take a shower. And I came out of there more resilient than ever. And so I tell people, like, these people have lost it. There's no hope for many of them, clearly. So let's go to his resume. Resume. Here we go. And we're going to end the show on this resume, I guess. I don't think you guys could can see this. Hold on. Rashu has a question here. Rashu, what you have here? What you do, John? Man, you know, if I told you, I mean, I probably you can already get to who I am. Let's just say it involved a gun, right? Right. So let's just say that, right? And being somewhere I shouldn't have been with the gun. Right. So there you go. Right. Any other questions? CT about to see the rest of the viewers. Yeah, go ahead. Show starting soon. Yeah. I'll probably step over CT soon. This is an important message, and I don't agree with John most of the time. Important to hear the other side. Well, jump up and tell me what you don't agree with. Rashu, he is a problem. Get crap for me, says keep up the regular streaming schedule. You know, I plan to, man. You know, I think for some people, particularly the people, I did an interview with a guy yesterday, a former Section 8 landlord. And actually, was a good friend of mine. If I had known what he was doing before he started doing it, I could have saved him a shitload of money. He even said it in the chat. But oftentimes we're in silos doing our own thing. And you could often reach out to someone who could give you some pointers or something that may make you operate more efficiently. It's just something you didn't think about. And so I think that for this show, it can be a bit comical. A bit, you know, hey, look at this funny shit right here. But at the same time, you know, I do it every day. Like, I mean, you know, this content came to me about this fighting. I have to go look for it. But let's get to the degree, the important messaging here. I agree. I think I read that. Share the stream. Back when French philosophers were cool, Machiavelli says, yeah. Let me blow this up here. Then we're going to let's see if I can blow this up. And it's a little dark, so I hope you guys can see. And I cut his name off. But let me know if you can see it. Let me take this banner down. Let me know if you can see it. As you can see, Johns Hopkins University, work experience, again, summer 2020 to summer 2022. 2022? Yeah, whatever, 2021. The assistant in managing financial records, data entry, blah, 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 conducted research, blah, 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 athletic experience. So not much work experience, one job, right? And this is 26-year-old man, by the way. He sent me this 2 or 3 weeks ago, so this is fairly fresh. He hasn't gone out and got a lot of experience, a big-time job that, you know, where he's updated it. So that's the extent of his work experience, 26 years old. That's it. Georgetown. That's all you got from me. That's all you got from me. 26. Georgetown degree. And this is what you got from me. Someone says, I didn't know Georgetown even had a football team. Yeah, football and basketball. I actually bought a chair online from a quarterback. What's his name? He played Mark Brunell, his son. His son was a quarterback at Georgetown. I bought a chair from him on Facebook Marketplace. Anyway, conducted research and analysis to support financial decision making. Like what? Collaborated with team members to streamline accounting processes. Like what? Again, I'm not making light of the guy. I'm just making light of the experience. Rashu said that's not much experience. There's no experience here. No employee is going to look at this resume and say, oh, okay, you have some experience that may fit with what I'm doing here. Maybe if he had 2 or 3 years of this, it would be a little bit deeper responsibilities, roles. But yeah, this is just an internship for the summer, 2 summers, it looks like. Nothing else. 26 years old. And again, we're 2024 now. And so there's no work here for 3 years. It is. Rashu said it looks like a summer job. Yeah, it is. It's clearly summer 2021, summer 2022. And so we have a young man, 26, not much of any work experience, just some summer jobs by the time he was 20 something. So clearly he's had no work experience during his childhood growing up to lean on. Man, I cut grass, I did everything. But I will give him credit. He's clean like a woman. That's probably just so he can get pussy. When I see a clean, straight black man, it's all for pussy. They live in ruins otherwise. Georgetown University football team athletic experience. Participating in football as a wide receiver for all 4 years, demonstrated strong leadership skills and ability to work effectively within a team. Redshirted during the 2019 season in on-skill development, served as team captain in the final 2 seasons. And here's the thing. Wide receiver is not really a team position. Offensive lineman, sure. Quarterback, sure. Wide receiver, yeah, I think on the island. You're the wide receiver. You, for the most part, you're going man on man. You got to beat your man. You don't have to act in unison with anyone. Maybe with the quarterback, that's about it, on the passing play. Oftentimes on running play, they don't do anything. They just lollygag down the field. They don't want to block. They don't want to do anything. Georgetown University baseball team. He played there for a year. Played as a center fielder, shortstop for 1 year. It's pretty athletic, I will say. Contributed to team success through exceptional fielding and batting skill. That's good. Demonstrated discipline and dedication. I can't read that last part of my screen. To balancing academics and athletics. Well, where was the discipline last night? When you was whipping her ass, sending her to the hospital. Why didn't that discipline on the baseball and football field translate to life? Because on the sports team, you got a coach to corral these niggas. Hey, be here at this time. Be here. Don't do this. If you do this, there's punishment. Who's his coach? Who's his leader? Who's to stop him from beating his girlfriend? That in the real world, nobody's gonna stop you. You have to stop yourself. You have to demonstrate the discipline yourself. Clearly, he doesn't have it. Skills, financial analysis and reporting, accounting principles and practices. Excellent communication. You've seen his communication. We've seen his now interpersonal skills. Who is this saying? You know why? No white man was there to direct it. It might be right. Yeah, you might be right. Now, we've seen his communication skills. When he's in his native habitat, we've seen how he talks. I've shown you how he talks. But here he says he has excellent communication, interpersonal skills, detail-oriented, strong problem solving. Okay. How was his problem solving yesterday? Anyone? How was it? Proficient in Microsoft Office suite. What part of the suite are you proficient in? Excel, Word, Access? Shouldn't you mention them all if you're proficient in it? Proficient in accounting software. What software? TurboTax, Quicken? Which one? Where have you done this? If you're so proficient in it, you didn't mention it in your work experience. So where have you done? Now look at these references. And I want you to pay close attention to something. And again, I'm not criticizing it. References. Emily Jackson, Senior Policy Analyst, Department of Justice. Government. Cato Wilkes, Deputy Director, Federal Bureau of Investigation. Government. Blah, blah, blah. Program Manager. Government. Darren, blah, blah, blah. Police Chief. Government. Where in the real world where someone had to take $1 out of their own pocket and pay this nigger? Where are those references? Those are real world references. If I got to pull $1 out of my pocket and pay you, and if you do a good job, you got a reference. Where's his? 26 years old. Ain't nobody he can point to say, hey man, I paid this. This man paid me $1 for doing a good job. Hey, call him up. People say references are people he met at Georgetown. Well, maybe, but I don't think he met the police chief at Georgetown. Cato Wilkes, deputy director, he's not old enough to have met her in school at Georgetown. Emily Jackson, senior policy analyst, I doubt he met her in school. She's probably a little bit older than him. Well, well, he already beats Grace. She can't use Excel. Well, at least she's out here using, I think she was using Sheets, like Google Docs or something. So to finish the resume off here. This is very sad. Let me know if you can see that. So now we get to his degree, and it says at Georgetown University, Master of Science in Sports Industry Management, 2023. Well, it looks like he got a bachelor's in accounting, 2021. So he did another 2 years. He was he was super educated. Man, this is, I didn't even notice he had an MS. I didn't even notice that. Lord have mercy. I did not know that. Lord have mercy. We're talking about maybe $400,000 worth of education here. Room and board housing. We're talking about, we about to crack $500,000. And yet his life is over. Ruined, he feel like. What's the irrelevant coursework here? Anyone can read that. Financial accounting. Shit. You think he know anything about cost accounting, managerial accounting? You think shit. Auditing, sports marketing, sports law, sports analytics. Has anyone ever heard of sports or entertainment law? Before I end this chat, put a 1 in the chat if you've ever heard of sports or entertainment law. If you have or haven't, I'm going to explain to you. There is no such thing as sports or entertainment law. There's no such thing. When you go take the bar, there's no section of the bar related to sports or entertainment. You know what it's related to? What do the niggers cry about all the time in music and in sports? I got a bad contract. They gave me a bad deal. My deal fucked up. That's contract law. That's what's on the bar. There's no such thing as sports accounting. What the hell is that? In accounting, you got debits and credits. Which side of the ledger are you on? What the hell is sports accounting? What the hell is that? depreciation is depreciation. No matter if it's a mule or a football player. You depreciate them the same way. Someone is it SoundCloud? That's a good one. I should send you a cash app. I'm ready to keep that. I'm ready to use that later. But anyway, back to the grid. Then we're gonna close it out here. Sports law, sports analytics. Again, can you guys let me see zoom this shit in one more time? We're gonna finish off his references here. Can you guys see the rest of his references? Well, shit. Let me minimize myself so you can. This is the rest of his references. You got it? Here we go. Michelle Rodriguez, police, government. Steve Garcia, criminal investigation division detective, government. Leah Rogers, beauty advisor, singer. Hey, you. Man, I'm done. I'm fucking done. I didn't even see that, bro. I just put this shit up. My whole bent was on the. This is ridiculous. Man, listen. For years, I've been telling people this, and niggas would challenge me and say, well, you lying. Before the phones and cell phones and Google Docs and Google Photos, you know, all I could do is describe what I see. But the camera gonna show the true face of the nigga. It's gonna allow the whole world, just like the police cameras are gonna be to the detriment of the niggas. The smartphones are gonna allow you to document the depravity of these people. Again, some people tell me, go over there yesterday when you heard they were fighting. If I had gone over there, I would have had pictures of ambulances all up and down the block. That's what I would have been showing you today. Again, sometimes I just put topics up and I say, I'm going to talk about this. And it could be just some stupid ass nigga just wrote me a text. Because the stupidity has repeated itself for 20 years, at least in my life. I was minding. You see me minding my own business right here. You see me. I ain't bothering anybody. And I just want to share a text with you before we head out of here of just how destructive, downright destructive the blacks are. And you know, I don't hate black people. I don't. I really don't. I swear to you. But I do understand why people hate them. I understand. I don't advocate for anybody hating anybody. But and I'm going on long with it. This ain't what I intended to talk about. But I got to show you this. I got to show you. And again, I was about to get the hell out of here. I was about to go over to CT stream. Someone said CT streaming. I was going to go listen to what he had to say. But I got to show you. And I'll end it here with this. Shit. Shit. I'm going to end the stream with this. And, it's really sad about the blacks. Again, like when I hear the racism in America, and I hear the blacks crying and complaining and talking about they have to work 5 to 10 times harder and bullshit like that. It really pisses me off. These niggas don't work 5 to 10 times harder than nothing. Well, I have another picture for you, and it's coming now. I just got it this morning, so you know I ain't lying. And I have the timestamp on here to show you. So Let's see if I can. Yes. Yes. Oh, the blacks. Let me know if you can see this on the stream if you can. Let me know if you can see this on the stream if you can. Catherine, I still want to do that interview with you. Anytime you have my email, we don't even have to talk about the black. We just talk about Section 8 and your experience. I think that'll be great. So I just literally, you see what time it is? It's 10:56. You see what the message says? 10:53. Sadly, the bathroom lock is broken. I don't know how many women this man is thinking of violating, but I would not be one of them. That charge due on the 22nd needs to be canceled. From the start, I had a problem. This is just a little too much. I think she said, I think she's referring to charge. So now this nigger has caused me money because this woman wants to cancel the rest of her reservation. Let me see how much she's paying me. Just out of curiosity. You're not gonna believe this. She's paying me $1,500 for a room. And this fucking savage, this Georgetown motherfucking savage, who feels like his life is over. But nigger ended. So everybody else can go on and have a piece of life. They never do. They never do this. That's why I hate these people. I ain't fucking trying to figure out the good and the bad no more. They're all niggers to me. And if they ain't a nigger, then prove me wrong. They're all niggers to me. And I didn't mean to go off on this tangent this morning. I swear to you, I didn't come here to want to talk about this shit the way I'm talking about it. I got a motherfucking nigga just broke my goddamn door. Then he done run off a motherfucking tenant. And you got some bitch nigga think his life is over. Nigga, end it, nigga. Stop causing everybody else problems. I hate these fucking people. I understand why everyone else does. You look at what they've done throughout America. I don't give a fuck about no liberals. Whoever using these son bitches to make hay out of these motherfuckers that stomp up and down the street. They breaking my fucking rules. Right? This is what I see when I see these motherfuckers. Look at these black ass houses. Look at these black ass houses. This is what I see. This is what I see. This is what I see. And on there, I'm going to end this show.